Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Prince from PrinceTV VX, and welcome back to my channel. It's been so long since I said that. It actually feels pretty good. So anyways, today we are going to be watching the latest The Odd Ones Out video, and this one is called My Odd Girlfriend, which is pretty interesting because I didn't even know James had a girlfriend before this video. His channel is mostly about him and his interests and his memories, so it's a new perspective that we get to know. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and check out the video. Okay, I'm just going to the Chrome. Let's play.
To a new relationship, they go through a honeymoon phase. Well, me and my girlfriend went through a is the person I'm dating a deranged murderer phase. When she first came over to my house, she thought my Nintendo figure collection was something only a psychopath would have. And she's right. When you've been living alone for so long, sometimes you just need to buy friends and put them on display.
But at what time was it? Like, when did you get the girlfriend? Because your collection, like how crazy it actually is, depends on the age that you are, right? If you're too young, you probably don't have that big of a collection, but if you're a grown adult who have been collecting these things from his childhood, well, that's a different story.
And sometimes you do this by turning people into lampshades or chairs. Luckily, I just collect hunky reptile figures. Gift doesn't actually think I'm a psychopath anymore, which is good, you know, because I don't want anyone to know the truth. However, early on in our relationship, there were some things.
I mean, we're all a little bit of psychopath. Like, it comes out when we're, like, alone, right? Yeah, we can think of some deranged and menacing shit when we're alone, but we don't act on those things. It's just back there, you know? We're all a little bit of Quentin Tarantino in our own ways, but we're not shooting people outside. It's just fun to imagine sometimes.
Things I did that she didn't like. Like one time I was unloading the dishwasher and I was putting away the knives, and Gift looked at me all concerned and I asked, "What's the matter, huh? Huh?" I don't know what made her run to the other side of the room like that when I could clearly just throw the knife at her. Yeah, she's kind of stupid.
Oh my god, like what he's saying and the tone he's using, it's like the complete opposite. Oh dude.
But she definitely got her point across that she didn't like me holding multiple knives and told me to cut it out. But I didn't know if she was a psychopath either though, because there are definitely some things about her that made me question her sanity. Like how she owns a $2,000 animal mascot costume, but she hates sports.
Huh? What? So she's a furry. Is that what you're saying? What?
That's weird. One time when I was over at her apartment, I was looking through her freezer, assuming she had bagel bites, and I asked, "Hey babe, where's all the bagel bites?" And there was this plastic grocery bag in there, and she tells me, No, don't look in there. We don't have any bagel bites. You ate them all, remember? But in my mind, all I'm thinking is, hold on, what the frick does this chick have in
Oh wow, this is like Inside Out. Dude.
her freezer that she doesn't want me to see? A freezer is not a place where you tell someone, don't look in there. You say that about underwear drawers and toilets. That's it. I don't know what we did for the next 10 minutes, because all I was thinking about was how many severed hands were in Gift's freezer. But then I thought, okay, maybe I'm overreacting. I optimistically asked, "Hey, babe, are you, perhaps keeping a surprise for me in the freezer? Like a birthday cake? My birthday's not for another 5 months, but that's the only thing I could think a person would hide in a freezer that wouldn't make them a psychopath." And she said, "Nope."
No, dude. No one keeps a birthday cake 5 months ahead.
So what's in there? Don't worry about it. Do you not see how this looks? If the doors weren't locked, I would have been out of there. I wasn't about to lose sleep over this, so I held up the knife I had from the previous joke and said, "What's in the freezer?" And she went, "It's a dead snake." You had a dead snake next to the...
Well, okay, so the girlfriend doesn't have a face, so maybe that was because the girlfriend he wanted to hide her identity, but it's also error code 404, which means it doesn't exist. So is this like all imaginary things? Or with the ex-girlfriend? I don't know.
The bagel bites! So fun fact about my GIF, she owns 8 snakes. Apparently she used to own 9. I've learned that snakes are a very low maintenance pet. You only
Dude, this is getting weird actually.
have to feed them once every 3 years, and if you cut them in half, they turn into 2 snakes. Yeah, so I have no clue how one of her snakes could have died. And another fun fact, snakes lack the part of the brain that feels love. They're physically incapable of showing affection. So you're
I feel like I don't want that kind of affection in my life.
pet hognose
good.
would sell your soul to Snake Satan for 1 dead mouse. So she already has 8 pets that don't love her, and potentially her boyfriend too.
This is actually a weird video, because I don't know if these stories are real, or fake, or just made up. I don't know, man, but... Dude, it's weird, right? I mean, it goes with the title, My Girlfriend is Kinda Odd, so it has to be a little bit odd, but it's quite a lot.
She doesn't get rid of that
Just a
freezer
little
snake.
bit.
At least my reptiles aren't dead in a freezer. I immediately start asking questions. Why do you have a dead snake in your freezer?
Why?
How many other dead animals are in your freezer?
We
What
want
the
to
heck's
know.
wrong with you? And
What
she
is
said,
it?
I wanted to get him taxidermied, but the person I wanted to have do it was busy. Also, there's dead rats in there for my snakes. Oh, that explains why the bagel bites tasted so funny. What's extremely gross is that the snake is still in there to this day. I don't know how long the snake...
Dude! What is this video, man? I'm actually grossed out just a little bit. Like, I'm just trying to imagine. I've never imagined James in these sort of
snake
situations
was in there before, but it's been well over a year since that incident. It's honestly great though, because now she can never complain about the state of my refrigerator.
No, dude, this
I'll have
has to be
potatoes
fake.
that are sprouting more potatoes, grapes that are getting me tipsy,
And
and if
these
she
are fake,
points
but-
any of it out, I just respond with, oh, you think my refrigerator's disgusting? Yeah, Medusa? Uh-huh. One time she said,
Medusa.
my fridge smells terrible and I don't know why. Really? You can't think of a single reason? She said, no, I said the fridge smells bad, not the freezer. I said, I will flush your snake down the toilet and give you a swirly. And that's the sign of true love, kids. But for all I know, she could totally still have severed hands in there. After dealing with the snakesicle situation, there's some other things I've learned from being in a relationship. Apparently, there are rules and etiquettes when eating food, and my girlfriend sure does love and enforce those rules. I was taught, don't put your elbows on the table, close your mouth when you're chewing unless you want to talk to someone, and make sure you eat something green every once in a while. But according to her,
I don't know what's the deal with American kids and broccoli. I mean, they feed you raw broccoli or boiled, but dude, just add up some spices. It's delicious. I see why American kids, they don't like broccoli, because, you know, it doesn't taste that great eating it raw. But don't you guys know about spices? Come on.
there's more than that. Like, did you know that bagel bites aren't a part of a balanced diet? We were at a restaurant one time, pre-COVID,
that.
and when we got our food, Gift took a napkin and put it on her lap and told me to do that as well because you're supposed to do that in a society. I looked around the restaurant and said, but no one else has a napkin on their laps. And she said, that's because you wanted to eat at a Denny's. I didn't know why she was such a stickler for table manners until I went to her
those dead rats in the
family's
pizza,
place for
bagel
Thanksgiving,
bites.
and I stepped inside and saw
This
2
is
sets of
some
staircases in their
gross
house,
visual
and it all
for-
made sense. Oh, they're fancy
They're fancy.
and collect staircases. Going to my girlfriend's home for Thanksgiving was the first time I met a partner's parents.
I feel like the stories are real, but it's just too exaggerated. And plus the animated visuals, it's just all too crazy. That's why I'm a bit in shock and disbelief.
And I tried really, really hard to get them to like me. Because I'm kissing their firstborn child. I'm in the house, Dad's watching sports. I love sports, I lied. Mom's working on a puzzle. I love puzzles. They used to call me the puzzle king in high school. Her brother's playing Mario Odyssey. I love Mario. Oh, wait, I don't have to impress you. You suck at this game. In an effort to get them to like me more, I brought a gift for Gift's family. I got them a little baby cactus because it's small and prickly and doesn't like to be touched. Just like her. Ooh, ow, babe, no, babe, it was a joke, babe, I'm sorry! Gift's Thanksgiving meal was the polar opposite of my family's Thanksgiving. My family does Thanksgiving with 2 other families, and they all come together with mashed potatoes, and everyone gets in a line with paper plates, and we all have one big mashed potato potluck. Then I sit at the kids' table to avoid talking about politics. Gift's family used real plates and had candles, and everyone puts a napkin on their lap. I felt like Shrek at Fiona's castle. They had 3 forks of various sizes, but I still wanted them to like me, so I wasn't about to point out that it made no sense to use 3 different forks to eat a meal. This
That's
must be
true, man. I don't see the point. It's just, you know, that scene from Titanic. I mean, there's just so many scenes with the fancy eating. Doesn't make any sense. Why
Giff is so afraid.
Does it give you like different sensation to use a different fork for salad and for other type of foods? I don't know.
Of knives. All these
Doesn't make
cutlery
any sense.
options are bringing up childhood traumas of going up all the stairs. But Gift's family was so fancy that I
Oh my god, this is actually, it looks like he's Shrek. I mean, obviously. I thought it was a bit subtle, but no, he's actually dressed like Shrek in this one, and that's the Fiona's mother?
actually didn't
Or no, that's the girlfriend. Oh yeah.
even meet them on Thanksgiving. My memory just filled in that we were having a Thanksgiving meal. Giff read this script and was like, you know you didn't meet them on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, okay, so a lot of things are made up.
That was just a
in this.
regular Tuesday brunch. That wasn't even a meal to be thankful for? Why'd we talk about politics so much?
Oh my god, this is the scene from the Shrek. Oh my god. So that's the girlfriend, because she has the red face, and the queen, I mean her mother, is actually the pink one.
One of
Okay.
the big political debates we
I
have
got a bit
is that Giff tells
confused.
me I wear dad socks. But I don't think she understands my genius. You see, if I buy and wear the same pair of socks for the rest of my life, I'll never have to worry about matching socks ever again. So I've already picked out the socks that I'm going to be wearing at my funeral. And as we were wrapping up our non-thankful meal, I got up from the table, and Giff's dad said, "Hey, I have those socks." So I guess she's right about some things.
Oh nice. So they
And her dad totally likes me now. In the end, as long as I make Giff happy, then I know her parents will like me, no matter what socks I wear. And as long as you're with someone who makes you a happier person, then they're a good partner too, even if they refuse to throw away the dead snake they've had in their freezer for almost 3 years. Well,
I mean, I feel like she's going to throw it away like now. Dude, if you want taxidermize, what's the word? Stuff your snake? Do it. Why would you keep the snake for 3 years? Are you freaking kidding me? But okay. So from the video, what I learned is that his girlfriend is real, maybe? I mean, that's what it seems like. But some of these stories are just too wacky to actually believe. But I guess that's why he's the odd ones out. He has to be the odd one, right? Alright, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this particular video? I know he doesn't make videos as frequently as he used to, and I don't make videos as frequently as I used to. So I guess we're all just changing now, growing up, getting old, getting married, having kids. Kids grows up, they go to college, we grow old, we die, we go to heaven, maybe, or we go to hell, or maybe nothing happens when I die.